Yo, Ram, why you shitting on our outfits, man? At the time, it was fly.
Bro.
Yo, Ram, I got some pictures
Bro.
of you back in the days. You don't like them pictures either. Like
Right. That's why I don't bring them up. Why are you bringing it up? Don't bring it up. Don't bring it up.
Yo, Ram.
Horrible.
Yo, Rem, I wanted to tell him this story. We finally made it to the Grammys. And
Okay.
I remember we walked in there and Ricky Martin was doing Living La Vida Loca. He was, and it was every celebrity you ever, it's the first time we ever went to some big shit. And we walk up in there and we find out he had just lost the Grammy. And I just got there. We waited all our lives to be at some shit like that. Your shit freezing up, Rem. Oh, there you go. We had waited all our lives to be in some shit like that. And he found out he lost. We didn't even get to sit down. He was like, yo, fuck these people, twin. Let's go. I'm like, yo, we bought these fucking expensive suits. You got the finger waves. Me and the Grammy. Kirk Franklin over here. Everybody over here. He was like, nah, fuck these people, man. We out. We lost the Grammy. Fuck them. So that's when he had put on that record, lost the Grammy. Next week, bringing home 3 for the family. Watch me. And that was a crazy moment because I really wanted to stay at the Grammy, but I had to keep it real with Pun and leave with him. But I was sick. It's almost like if you take your friends to the club and you really want to go to the club and they don't let you in. And you're like, damn, I want to go in this club, but I got to leave with these guys. Yo, Ram, your shit freezing up. Yo, Ram, your Wi-Fi don't want to work for us, man. What happened? I can't. You freezing up.
When I be on live by myself,
I'm gonna
I be
click
good.
off and then click.
As soon as I get on the
I
Joker.
know, yeah, but how's it me? The Joker show got the fucking clear Wi-Fi. Don't do that.
It's
Yo,
too
Ram,
much.
don't do that
It's too
to
much.
me.
Both of us at the same time.
This shit heat that. All right, all right. I got to see my goddaughter. She got to tell me about Pun. She got to, you know what I mean? We got to hear all that shit from Remy. You know what I'm saying? You know, my goddaughter. You know, she was discovered by Big Pun. Remy mom. Remy. It's my goddaughter. I got to see my baby. Not her. Remy does. This shit want to skip and all that.
All right, how about now?
Yo, Ram, man, you be heating up the airwaves too much. You know, when they see us, it's always a home run. Now, you know we can't. Yo, Ram, we can't lose. Every time we on some shit, the streets go crazy.
Listen, first of all, Pun was definitely crazy. Everyone tells the good stories. Everybody knows he was a comedian, a jokester. I remember the one time ever in life that Pun got me mad. And he's one of those, like, when he not mad no more, like, that's it, it's over. Like, you can't still be mad. So we was having a water fight. He orchestrated, like, he started. It was a water fight in the studio. So, you know, he go overboard. Like, he's like, first of all, I'm trying to explain to him, like, Pun, I am a black girl. You don't pour water on black girls' hair. Like, you don't do that. Like, that's like violation. Like,
nah, that's go get the Vaseline, take the earrings off. Let's fight.
So he ODs or whatever. And I don't know how I caught him slipping. Like, you know how, like, Pun used to like he'll be going and then he'll just like nod off, like, for like 5 minutes, and then he'd be back charging. Like, he take like little breaks so he could charge up and come back and violate some more. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna wait till he take his little nap, and I'm gonna violate. So I waited until he took his nap, caught him good. So he's sitting there, he was tight. I knew he was tight, but he didn't want to act like he was tight. So I'm like, now I'm feeling good. Like I'm happy. Like, you know me, I'm good until I'm mad. So I feel like you was as mad as I was. Now we even. Yo, it's like 4 hours later. Nobody's even thinking about it. Yo, and it's no water around. So I'm thinking I'm safe. It's no water, it's no juice, it's no nothing. Why your man got a cup of ice? He's chewing the ice because, you know, he used to do weird shit like chew rocks. So he's chewing ice, like crunching it. Fills his mouth up with ice. Spits it in his hand and throws it down the back of my shirt.
Oh my God.
Yo, when I tell you I wanted to kill him.
You blacked out, Rem?
I was so mad. I wanted to leave. Now, mind you, I'm still a kid. I didn't even know how to drive, more or less have a car. So I'm tight. I'm like, call my cab right now. So I'm trying. He's like, nope. Yo, he held me hostage. Literally hostage. Like
He held you hostage?
I was kidnapped. I was being held against my will.
I'll tell you, the one time he caught me, he never, ever played with me. Even though he used to fuck with niggas, never, ever, ever played with me in his life. So one day we in Jimmy's Cafe, and we sit down to have dinner. I walk in the bathroom, and I come back. So I go to drink the Diet Pepsi. This shit was so salty, it tasted like salt water.
I already know.
Yo, you know I took the table, threw it with people in the restaurant, threw it in the air. I had to make the big, I said, look, if I don't make the biggest movie right now, this dude is going to abuse me.
Like, it's over.
No, it was over. So I knew, yo, I had to make it clear, like, don't play with me. Yo, boy, don't fucking play with me. I'm telling you, don't play.
Well, I couldn't make a movie. First of all, not only was I a whole kid, back then I weighed about 100 pounds soaking wet. He just held me hostage for like 2 days. So I wasn't mad no more. Like, he's like, when you're not mad, then you could go home. I'm not letting you leave mad at me. So I had to like get really unmad. Like, you're like, I'm not right. I'm not mad no more. I'm not mad. They're like, nah, you still mad. I can tell you.
You still mad.
Your nostrils are flaring. I'm like, yeah, I want to go home. To the point, I wasn't mad no more. I was like, all right.
You know something about Pun is he always wanted us with him.
Never.
Like, I don't think he never went to sleep alone. Like, I never think.
You can't leave. Like, when I was listening to Tony's story, the day you meet him, the same thing. After the day you meet him, you never go home again. Like, that's it. It was like one of those fairy tales when you get to the castle, you can never leave again. You can never go back.
Yo, he used to do that to me. I come to his house. But you know me, Nori say all the time, I was like the fun police. Like, they was like,
you was the fun police. You really was. It was like you was like really bad. And the crazy thing is, I didn't even know. Like, everybody else used to tell me, mind you, this is when Tony Sunshine was said, like, I don't even know when I started calling Tony Sunshine. Like, he was R&B. So he used to be telling me everything about everything. Like, I'm telling you, you're not going to be able to do this. Like, he was the one that, like, it was me, Tony, Pun, Reef. Like, it was just certain people that was just always around. So I used to get all the stories about, like, yo, yeah, because when Joe comes, we're not going to be able to do this. I used to be like, what? He's such a bad hater. And then, you know,
once you really got to know me, you knew why I was the fun police.
I knew why you was the fun police. You still the fun police to this day.
Listen, let me tell you something. Your Azzy and my executive producer Azariah Malone Cartagena is going like this, like I'm the fun police. Nah, you got to understand, when I came up from the streets, all my friends went to jail for the minimum was 20 years. And I watched them all throw their lives away. My best friend to this day is in jail for life. So I knew shit that y'all was doing could have got y'all jammed the fuck up. So I was coming up in there like, yo, Pun, you cannot do this. Like, I don't think you understand. Y'all gonna go to jail. Same thing. So I used to worry about these guys because let's face the facts. They was getting drunk, they was getting high, and they had 20 machine guns in it. Like, yo,
I never seen a machine gun. I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't know what I'm talking about?
I don't know.
All right. Allegedly. yo, Ren, I'm like,
allegedly there were telephone books stacked up against the wall with 2x4s and people was in the basement shooting machine guns. Allegedly.
Yo, that's crazy, man. The niggas had their own dungeon. a shootout thing, like, yo, and I'm going up
Like
in there like,
allegedly,
yo,
niggas had a
y'all going
homemade
to
gun
jail. I be like, y'all going to jail forever. So everybody be like, yo, here come this nigga hating. I wasn't hating. I was trying to protect y'all. Like, I was up in there like, yo.
I concur. I agree.
I
Now,
remember the
looking back,
time.
yes. Looking back, yes. But then, like, it was the funnest day to me. Is like when I used to finally get to go home and I hang with my friends and I'd be like, yo, we drove around for like 3 hours in the back of the bins throwing eggs at people on the 2-4 line. Like, that was the highlight of my week. Like, I pinned the big body repugnant. We're egging people on the 2-4 line.
Cops used to come up to me. Like, if I was like the fun police, the cops would pull me over whenever I go around punch. I would be like, look, everyone knows the gray Benz is puns. He cannot shoot old ladies with the water soakers. He's going to get locked up, Joe. And they love Pun for living there and all that. They wasn't hating on him for nothing. They be like, yo, he's going to go to jail, Joe. Talk to these people.
Oh, my God.
I go over there. Yeah. I remember one time I said, so I remember one time I told you this story. Nah, I won't tell you that story right there. I won't tell you that story. Nah, the people can't hear that story. I'll tell you one thing. I said, you know, Pun, he was like, it was crazy. One time I went to Jimmy's, right? I don't want to scare everybody because, you know, this Corona vision, we trying to inspire the people, but, you know, we're telling you some big Pun stories you never heard. But, so one night I go to Jimmy's, right? I think maybe 1 deep or 2 deep, one deep. And you know how we had Jimmy's. We had 200 dudes in there. It was too much. Right. So this night, I don't know why, I go in there. Nobody we really know is in there. Jimmy's. And I'm like 2 deep. I'm telling you the truth. I'm in there. You know how I am to this day. I'm stupid, icy, everything. So I'm using the bathroom. So this big dude, I mean, these dudes was big. Like, football player dudes, right? So he was like, oh, they let guys like you in the hood? I said, they let me in the hood. I run the hood. What are you talking about? I run this shit. Oh, word, this, that. So I'm like, so, you know, we get into talking too crazy that we can't talk in IG. You know, your mother's, you know, like we go back, right? Right. So then, like about an hour later, I forget about an hour later, I bump into these dudes in the club again. And they're like, yeah, all right, money. Yeah, you still here? Like, yo, they was like trying to bully me, like, right?
No, not you.
No, yeah. Yo, bro, I got maybe $1 million in jury on. I forget, whoever I was with wasn't tough. It was a regular person. I was like, boom. But I refused to make the Mayday call. I refused to call dudes and be like, yo, come down, yo. I wouldn't do it. Right?
You didn't want to push the button.
No, I wouldn't do it because it felt like I was a sucker if I'd have did that, right? How the Dawn got to call everybody for help. So I remember end of the night, I come out of Jimmy's. These dudes are following me. They come out right behind me. These dudes was gigantic, man. So they come out, they go, boom, they say something slick. And I'm like, yo, my man, it is what, you know, I'm going bad. You know, like, just imagine the cameras is off, Remy going bad. Joe going like disgusting. The shit I'm saying is like, boom, but realistically, they could pound me up. They're like 7 foot tall, cop diesel. They look like NFL players, right?
Yeah, and plus whoever you was with, they wasn't tough. They was
soft, right? So, and I don't know how weird that was. So as I'm walking out, we keep talking back and forth. It's definitely gonna go down. All you hear is the sound system. Fire and desire. You hear the Rick James and Tina Marie.
Right.
She's singing Fire and Desire. They going,
right.
You know, the slow jam. The speaker banging off the things. All I know is the bend stopped, the door opened. Pun had 2 hammers in his hand, 1 in each hand. He was like, yo, twin. Who, twin? Who, twin? And he had this face on, man. Who want to get it? Who want to get it? This big Pun double platinum in the middle of the Bronx. Like, he was like, who, twin? Who? And it was obvious It was these big dudes. I was like, nah, yo, Pun.
It was
Yo, Pun.
nobody.
I'm like, yo, Pun, it's all good. These guys want it, twin. These guys want it. They fucking with you. I was like, nah, yo, Pun. Let's just go. It's all good. They know better. Everybody know better. Yo, this nigga, somebody must have called Pun and told him, yo, Joe's about to get it out here bad. Because he pulled up 4:30 in the morning, had the two. You know, Pun, you know, it saved my life, you know? Man, and yo, Rem. And,
yes.
you know, we tell a story all the time. Capital Punishment, what's your favorite record off that album?
Dream Shatterer.
Dream Shatterer? My shit is You Ain't a Killer. You know, Dream Shatterer had another beat to it.
Dream Shatterer, because like just the thing that he was saying, and I'm gonna tell you, Dream Shatterer, the first time I heard it, my brother Raye was singing it. And it's like, you know, you see the board head, you see the big pun on the forehead.
The BP shot off the board head.
And I'm just like, and I hear him say, I'm like, first of all, like, cause I started rapping because my brother used to rap. And I'm sitting there like, when did he get this nice? Like, hold on, wait, what's happening? So I go in the room and I'm like, yo, what's that? And he's like, oh, nah, that's Pun. And he's the one that actually put me on to Pun. And it's crazy because I was listening to like the stories that when you was talking to earlier, and he was saying how what Pun stood for being a Latino rapper, but just being from the Bronx, period. Because for so long, at the time, Nas was from Queens, Nori was from Queens, Mobb Deep was from Queens, Big was from Brooklyn, the whole Junior Mafia. Like, so it was like the Bronx started it, but the Bronx was quiet for a minute.
It was a desert.
So when Pun came, it was like, oh, it's lit. And what he was doing, it wasn't even like he was doing it on some regular, just playing with it. It was the words, it was the flow, it was just everything that came with it. And then he was getting on records with all the people that everybody thought was the nicest. And oh damn, like Banned from TV, oh damn, John Blaze, oh damn, like all of these records. And it was just a wonderful thing for the Bronx, period.
Yeah, and then we had J-Lo come out after that. And people don't know, me and Pun was in pretty much all of J-Lo sessions on her first album.
First of all, that's the first time I met you was at a J-Lo video. Pun had me come, he called me. I had literally just met him the day before. And he calls me, he goes, he wants to wear cornrows for the J-Lo video. So I'm like, okay. He's like, come on, all black girls know how to braid. Like, yo, just come over and do my braids. I'm like, well, first of all, they all don't know how to braid. I happen to know how to braid, but I'm just letting you know, they all don't know how to braid. And then I get there, and he wants this intricate. First of all, he has the finest, silkiest hair known to mankind. And he wants these elaborate braids. I'm like, yo, Pine, your hair's not going to do that. Like, I can't make it do that. I'm not that skilled. And he was just like, pretty much barking on me. Like, yo, like, come on. I want the swirl. This is the J-Lo video. It was a movie. It was a movie. It was a movie. I think everything with Pun was extra. He did everything extra. He did everything exaggerated. The first day I met him, I went to his house. He had one of the most expensive dogs that I've never seen again to this day.
I've never seen the dog. It was like a blue dog. He had a blue dog. They were like
bluish gray, but he had several of them just running around in front of the house like if they was pigeons in the Bronx. Like, he did everything to the
Hey, yo, let me tell you a story.
He lived a life.
The man, I never made $1 off Pun. I finally got $100,000 check. He was with me. He was like, yeah, twin, congratulations, this and that. Yo, could you stop in Fordham over here in the Concourse? We stopped. It's a jewelry shop, Gallery 2000. So he go, the whole time we riding up, he's like, yo, you love me, twin? You love me, twin? I was like, yo, Pun, I love you, man. You my brother. I love you. He was like, you love me, twin? Nah, for real. You love me, twin? Like, yo, I love you, my brother. He pulls up in his jewelry shop. When I tell you the $100,000 check that I made,
How
he
much
made
you
me
spend?
buy my iced out Rolex for $105,000. Rem, nah, he was an abuser, man. I'm like, yo,
I already knew he made you buy the watch.
yo, he was like, yo, I've been looking at this watch. If you love me, you buy me this watch. I'm like, yo, pun. I wind up coming 5 G's out my pocket for the watch. Nah, the guy, he was a special guy, man.
He
was a special guy.
He definitely was special. But he also gave me, he's one of the people that gave me the advice that, no matter who I'm on a song with, no matter what record I'm on, no matter how like minor it may seem, like to always go for the kill. He's like, I don't care who you're on the song with. So I'm like, what? He's like, whoever they have to leave saying Remy Ma killed it. Like,
I know he killed me a lot of times.
Like he's like,
he killed me a lot of times.
You have to. So I'm like, so even if I'm on a song with you, he's like, oh, that'll never happen. But in theory, yes. In theory, yeah.
Let me tell you what happened when like, I'm looking at The Last Dance and I'm looking at Pippen and I'm like, Jordan's the greatest of all time, but he needed Pippen to win them chips too. So all those records I was doing with Pun, I was pretty much getting abused by Pun on them records, but I was coming in a good second place. Like, I wasn't like a whack second. It was like, and then I was like, yo, you know what? I'm kind of nice. They just don't see it because this guy is like incredibly nice. And I'm just like,
you got better with time. You're one of those people that, and I tell people this all the time. If you're nice to begin with, to me, I don't know how people get whacked. I don't know how rappers, like, it puzzles me.
It does though. People get whacked.
Yeah, but it blows my mind how that happens. I don't know. But you are proof that somebody absolutely can improve. I think with every rhyme, with every album, with every project that you've done, you have hands down most improved ever. Ever. No,
Yeah.
seriously. I mean that, and I'm saying it as a compliment because most artists, as time goes by, they decline, especially someone who's been in the game as long as you. I think being around the Puns and everybody in the whole squad, because everybody can rap. Me, Cool and Dre, the Callous, this every piece to the puzzle, you take something from them and it inspires you to go harder. Like if you see me, you're like, oh nah, I'm not just gonna go in there and let anybody kill me. And to be on as many songs as you was on with Pun, like, and be able to do it, like Twins. I was waiting for you to ask me. My favorite Pun song ever is Twins. That's my favorite song ever. Wow. That's the one that broke the rewind button on my record play.
That's my favorite song I ever been on. That's my favorite. Where's my goddaughter? She's there.
She's right here. I don't even
see her. You think once I see her, she ain't gonna give up the phone? Hi, mama. Hi, mama. I love you, mama.
Say hi.
Hey, I love you, mama. I love you. Hi, papa.
I'm sitting here just letting her take everything out of the cabinet so that I can do this live with you.
You can do this live because she wants the phone.
Oh, she wants it now. You already know she's on it now.
And where's Papoose? He's writing in the other room.
Papoose, I think he's playing live. I think he's on 2K Live. I think he's on live.
Pat won't stop rapping, man.
He's another one that he hasn't declined. I can't say most improved, but he's one of those people that I haven't seen a decline yet. There's no decline.
I know the secret. I know the secret to Papoose.
Really?
I know this. Yeah, I know the secret. I know when he's best. I know when he's best.
Okay.
I tell him he don't listen to me. I tell him. You know,
listen to me either.
He want to be the scientifical God. He don't want to listen to me. Like when I tell him, yo, less is more. And he's like, well, you right, God. and then he just go, he wanna go crazy.
He's a different kind of animal. I tell people that all the time. Like I've been blessed to be around a lot of different people in this industry that I call family. My husband, you, and I'm blessed to literally sit there and watch Pun do what he do. Like I've tried numerous times when people don't understand. Not only was his rap most of the time on the songs that he was on better than all the people that he was on there with anyway, what made him stand out even more so is that he didn't just double his verse. He tripled and sometimes even quadrupled it. And he was able to align it. This was before, people still dealing with 8 tracks. This is before we have the Pro Tools and how great it is now. He was able to go in there and literally say it exactly the same way on top of each other. 3, 4
That was a
times.
lot of work. You know what?
I can't do it. I can't do it.
When Pun was around, when Pun was around, it was a lot of work. Let me see. Sometimes these niggas be blowing mine. These niggas with these comments.
You just want to flame them, right?
I don't know how much they want me to do. Like, we big up everybody. Somebody wrote, "Yo, never forget if it wasn't for Diamond D." I big up Diamond D, DITC every single day of my life for 25 years. These guys just try to say anything on this fucking shit right here. But
you have to.
The thing, yo, what up, nice up? The thing with Pun was he would flow, every word would rhyme, and he would put like 20 words. Cause I'm thinking about when you're writing on loose leaf paper. Now forget it.
Right.
So on loose leaf paper, he would have like 20 different words, and everything would connect, and then it would rhyme into the next line, but the next line will flip, and then it'd be 20 words that like, yo. And he taught me how to rhyme like that. I went from bust it, check it, watch how I rap, to like, this the Don Cartagena, the leader, Terror Squad, clean to leave your family crying for you. Like that was hard, Rem. And he was teaching me. I was in there with him every day, be like, nah, like this, like that, like this, like that, like this, like that. And so when you go from that era where we really had to rap,
no, you really have to rap.
To now we just got a cute rap.
I see Steve
now you just got a cute rap.
Nah.
You can say 2 words.
If that's what you want to be, I'm sorry. Like it's in me. I have to. Even when Joe, we have arguments about it. You be like, Ram, you don't gotta just be cool. You don't gotta say like I still have to squeeze something in there, but it's in my DNA. I don't know how to not do it. But that's why you're still here. I think that's why I'm still here. That's why a lot of the people that really cherish and take it serious and realize what it takes, that they're gonna be the ones that 20 years later still being talked about. 25 years later, people say like, yo, what's your favorite record? And I think that counts for something. I don't see 20 years from now us discussing, or anyone in the industry discussing, a lot of the things that we've been dealing with throughout the years. Just a few. So a few select few is gonna make it through. So good luck. Yeah, good luck.
Remy, you're the GOAT, baby. You're the GOAT.
I mean, I do what I can, I do what I can. I'm just here. I'm here. I love you, my brother. Tony, I love you. I was just saying, I seen Steve Rifkin in the comments. He said we're his favorite duo.
He said we're his favorite duo.
We
better duo. Be. Tone, I get nervous when I put Tone on there, because Tone just like to spaz out, start shit. People don't understand. I think it's how they got a Napoleon complex. I think it's a singer complex that they got to be. I'll be sure. I'll be sure.
Tony can sing, but let's not get it twisted. If ever need be, like he can rap too. Like let's be clear.
Tone got bars. But what I'm saying to you is, I'll be sure come up in here, start telling me gangsters, yo, how Suge was the security. I'm like, yo, Albie, let's talk about Secret Garden. When Tony come in here, I'm trying to talk about nice R&B or whatever. I can see it in his eye. He want to go bad. So I'm like, yo, Tone, you know, let's be nice. Let's be, because, you know, Tone's a troublemaker, you know?
In his defense, I've never seen him start anything, ever.
Yo, Rem, I love you, okay? I'll call you
I
later.
love you too. Good
Bye-bye.
night.
Bye-bye. Good night.